Welcome to this first tutorial of Gaia software. We are here on the website of Gaia project. You can download the software here by clicking on the download icon. So you can download our software and free data and pictures. So here is my download. So first you have to extract all the files on your desktop, for example, for me, and you will have a new folder called Gaia. You can open this new folder. Here you can see three main pictures. First is the data folder, which will be useful for you to build your own model and scenarios. Picture maps for information, just to show some picture about our catchment. You can see all our picture here, and the most important is the Excel file here, the Gaia software. So you can open it. Here it's for me. So you can see here the home page of Gaia software. This first tutorial will explain to you the main sheets of our software. So the first sheet is the model sheet, as you can see here. It's the main part of the software. You will have to use this sheet, this model, to build your own scenario or to study some predefined ones. So as you can see, there are a lot of buttons, values, or many tools. We will study that in the next tutorial. So just remember that here it's the most important part of the software. The next sheet is the data sheet. So as you may see, you have a lot of figures, some dates, some rainfall, some evaporation. So here it's once again the sheet which is really important. You will see that later. We had a useful tool here in blue. If you have some problem with the values between commas and dots, you can switch to the English configuration to the European one, and vice versa. So try it. If you have any problem, it can be solved by these little tools. The next sheet is quite similar to the data sheet. In fact, it's a land use sheet. Here you have also some important data. We will come back later in another tutorial. Just remember that this sheet exists. The next one is the bucket model. As you can see here, it's not an important tool of the software, but it can be useful because it's a visual tool. So here you have the bucket model, and you can run your model or choose the specific time depth, and by running the model you will see the fluctuation of the water level into the bucket with some important and useful figure like the runoff, the maximum depth, many things. So just remember that once again this sheet exists. Here is the data for our predefined scenarios. It's not really important now, so I'll just go back to the calculation sheet. Here once again it's not really important for beginners. It's really important if you want to check that all the data and calculations are correct, but if you are beginners, don't worry, it's not very important. The main sheet is this one, the total sheet. So you can see all the results of your model, of each catchment, and you have two graphs. The first one is the rainfall, so you have the time step and the rainfall, so you can see some peak, some stuff like that. And the other one is the cumulative rainfall. The last button here, which can be useful for you, is to set the current model as original. So here in blue, the column E, you have the current model, and by clicking on this button you can set this model as the base model. So you will see on this graph that in orange you have the original model that you can set by clicking on this button, and in blue the current model. It's useful to see the difference between each scenarios. So try this button, it can be useful for you. The two last sheets are more information. So here you can see the maps, as I told you before, of our predefined scenarios. Just try to switch between each scenario to see what are the difference. And the last one is the original maps of elevation and wetness. Here it's for information, you can have a look at that and try to understand what is done, but it's quite easy. The last thing, here you can see the button tutorial, which is available on many sheets like the model sheet here. If you have any problem when using the software, just click here. You will see a new window with a lot of pages with many explanations, so you can try it. It's really useful. So thank you for watching this first tutorial, and I hope you can enjoy the next one.